the night before Christmas, and all through that day, the Global Services team was working away. Inside of WeWork, they bustled and pressed to finish their tasks for the holiday rest. And while neighbors playing ping-pong competed downstairs, Global Services wrapped up its business affairs. Graphics were designed, the proposals compliant, and of course the Christmas tree, inflated and giant. Moira the puppy curled up on a lap and settled right in for a long winter's nap. She dreamt about dog treats and rawhide and biting, and also of Nake's coats, which are just as exciting. But then, Moira awoke in a fog of confusion. Her floppy ears heard an unexpected intrusion. She sprung from her sleep to examine the racket, so shaken with fright she forgot her warm jacket. She scampered downstairs to a startling sight, a large silhouette in the winter moon's light. The shadowy figure was fast drawing near, and Moira's small paws were trembling with fear. But the terror soon passed, once Moira saw clearly. The intruder looked kind, and he smiled sincerely. His cheeks were glowing, his beard was snow white, his nose crinkled sweetly, he exuded delight. He laughed when he saw her, belly shaking like jam, and he bellowed a question.
Do you know who I am?
Of course, Moira knew, without one moment's hesitation, he was the spirit of GSA's mass consolidation. He had 24 schedules tied up in one stack, gathered together and thrown over his back. He took from the stack a short list of sins, much smaller than the thousands and thousands there'd been. Moira barked with excitement, overjoyed and elated, like a most favored customer who'd just been rebated. She yearned, as dogs do, to know more of GSA, so she waited to hear what the stranger would say.
Moira, sit and I'll tell you about how I gobbled those schedules and spit just one out. I looked at the schedule and I took inventory and divided them into some large and small categories. There's logistics and travel, and furniture too, plus IT, for more small businesses to pursue. I even made one that I call miscellaneous, for all of the sins that I deemed extraneous.
Then the stranger gave Moira a tasty dog snack, which he'd pulled from that very same sack on his back.
Contracts and treats! What a night!
Moira thought, gleaming. But she woke once again. She'd only been dreaming. She huffed, then she sighed, feeling quite bittersweet, till she peered out the window, down onto M Street. And what did she see as she looked out in the snow? That curious stranger with his large pack in tow. Moira watched him depart in an unusual way. He drove a contract vehicle instead of a sleigh. With a snap of his fingers, the car turned toward the sky, pulled by 8 contracting officers who started to fly.
Absurd!
Moira thought, as she chewed her own paw. She drifted back off and forgot what she saw. But she heard him exclaim ere he drove out of view.
Remember, in January, we'll start on phase 2.